Hey there, folks. It is 1:25 p.m. Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. And everything appears to be working. Got these glasses adjusted, but my head is so sensitive to any pressure these days. It's hard for me to wear them too long. I get help dealing with it writing these last 3 books. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. A possible consult offering to save money and laughing at the idiots. And that's not the people doing the consults. That's the people that are running their mouth thinking that they're so self-important. Now that might sound a little strange coming from someone who told you he killed what you call God. But in reality, it's funny as hell. But before we get started, or as we're getting started, I want to say immediately, I've needed to establish more information, establish myself, what I understand, what I see, earlier than this. People that listen to me already basically know, excuse me, but for the people coming in, it's a slightly different story. When I do my consultations, excuse me, I just look at you. It's like when I meet people, talk to them, I look at them, tell them things. And in the world of quote-unquote psychics, they call that a cold reading. They didn't have the time to prepare. If you're real and you can see everything, if I'm what I say I am, I don't need that. And I never have. Never. Not once have I looked into anyone other than using my abilities. Never. That's like going out of your way to make a fork before you eat with it. Just pull it out of the drawer. Slam that salad down. As I make all of you stronger, and after this life, you don't have to have a consult after this life. I'm going to put source in all of you anyway. All of you souls that are clean and don't have your heads up your butt, like some of the idiots I'm going to talk about in a moment. They're funny as hell. Excuse me. Anyway, there's not many. There's only a few, but they amaze me. Anyway, I put fortitude and power inside you. And those of you that I crank up and you're sitting there on the couch waiting for something to happen, I have some seriously aggressive, somewhat nasty words for you. And just let's leave it at that. You know, people have balls. If you give someone a Ferrari and you give them the keys, and then they're sitting on the couch, the Ferrari's out in front of the house, they hold the keys, pop the keys up in the air. I don't know what's wrong. I'm not enjoying my Ferrari. Nothing for nothing, people. Nothing for nothing. The few of you that are doing that, get off your ass and start looking to see things. Go to a coffee shop or a restaurant. Look at the people coming in and look into it. The more you use your abilities to see, now at first you don't know, am I doing this? Is it right? As you start to talk with other people about it, you start finding out that you're correct. And you have to do this before you can have faith in yourself. You can take a look at yourself. You can take a look at other people. You can go to one of those psychic fairs or go to a quote-unquote psychic. Excuse me, itchy nose. There's no such thing as a psychic, actually. That's a false word. But there are some strong metaphysical practitioners. It's like a doctor. But they're metaphysical practitioners. They practice and are well developed in using their abilities, and they understand them better. And go ahead and go to one. Tell them about a friend of yours and what you saw in them. Okay, don't sit on the couch and wait for all of a sudden for yourself to come alive, because that's my energy, and it ain't going to do crap until you get off your ass and use it. It's going to sit there. I'm not going to pull it out, but it's not going to do a damn thing. Not until you start using it. That'll start making you stronger. Now, that it'll be doing. That happens, period. You start changing. But what I'm trying to say, if you never use your abilities, you're never going to have abilities that are worth a damn. And, you can buy a weight set and lift weights and get real strong. You buy a weight set and you look at it and you say, I don't understand. I've had this weight set for 3 years and I'm just no stronger. Well, put your ass on the damn bench and start doing some bench presses. I mean, for Pete's sake, people. Very few of you are going through that, but that really pisses me off. What I give you, when we have a consult, what I give you literally is priceless. It is. If it was time, and it's not until after this body dies and I'm free, then the scientists in Spain and other ones will be doing the DNA tests on the people that have had the DNAICUC done that want it. It won't be free, it'll cost some bucks, but it's going to prove a point that your DNA is no longer normal. It's changed. Just like my DNA. It's not normal. Of course, I've got some ET DNA in there too, but when you look at it now, it's just freaky crazy. So anyway, okay. Now, for the saving money, I don't mean to be an asshole about this, but I came here in the body one last time to give you the information that you've never been able to receive because nobody else was strong enough to bring it to you because of all the fighting going on. The original first being, male and female, both halves of the original first being, I killed them. Aramalius, the biggest thing there was, I killed it. Yada, 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 yada. I'm not looking for points. I'm not looking for likes or something. If every person with their head up their ass goes to my channel and puts a dislike on it and there's 5 million views and there's 4.99 million dislikes, I don't care. When I leave this body and start tearing apart the earth and everything else, and I'm going to get rid of the scum that's out there, and I'm going to address the few of you that are in just a moment. And when I say the few of you that are, I mean the ones that have had your comments about me. When I do that, then everything changes. And those of you that really have your heads up your butt, you're aggressive, controlling, you're full of negative frequencies. Some of you are actually quite clean. Human essence. I've been killing them just by the thousands, over 100,000 so far. Running other people's lives here and on other planets. I'm trying to kill all of them. So anyway, those of you that do have these issues, you're the first to go. You're so unimportant that you don't matter. I'm just going to delete you. If you've been enough of a problem, I'm going to rip you out of your body, right through your eyes and a little bit through your mouth, and you will bear the marks. People look at your corpse and say, "Oop, another one bites the dust." I can't believe this guy, Jay Essex, is saying all this stuff. Well, I don't care. You know, I really don't. Let me tell you about the consultation. We'll get back to this. And I know Deanna's probably going to say, you know, you're making too big of an issue out of just a couple people. I want people to know this. I want them to know. Anyway, I can't promise it yet, but there's a better chance than not that Deanna and I will be offering more in the way of consultations. Excuse me. I'm considering, and I'll know for sure in a very little while, maybe 2-3 weeks, I'll be probably offering a 3-person consultation. No more than that, but a 3-person consultation for $1,800. So that way it's just $600 for everyone, which beats the heck out of 1,000 by what, 40%? It's only 40% of the, I'm sorry, it's only 60% of the regular price for a single. And like I said, it might be 2 months. Hey, might be 3-4 weeks when we get started. I don't know. I don't see it going 2 months, I'll tell you that. In the meantime, I'm writing my last 3 books. As I put down for the author, J.R. Essex, I also put down with Deanna. Because she's doing so much to help me. She's more than proofreading it. She's doing a lot. Now that I've gotten to this point in my life, and I am getting close, I'll be so surprised if I see the end of this year. Every time I've, hurt myself, every time I've tried to go home 3 different times, I've done a lot of damage to myself. Yet I keep going. But what's left to me now, my conscious mind it's barely there floating around. This J. Essex person, I don't see him. I see him as a dwindling thing inside me. I am Ara. Always have been. But there's almost nothing left of this J. Essex person. That makes me stronger. It increases my ability to see, to use my abilities. There's not as much physical body strong enough to keep all of me back. So I can't manipulate the physical world at all like I'll be able to when I'm free. But I can do a lot. I can do more than I've been able to. Those of you that I've given consults to before, DNAICUCs, I can't put any more energy into you. Now, I can modify what I put in you to make it a little better. But please don't ask for a consultation. We have set prices, and in my opinion, that's just a waste of your money. If I've cranked you up with a DNAICUC, when I get out of my body, I'm going to modify every one I've cranked up anyway. So if I've already cranked you up, you're going to have the best I have to offer, but it'll be when I'm out of body, my real self. All of you are going to be stronger than what I make you now. And it'll be over 20%, 20 plus 25%, no more than 25% of what I put into you. It's bonded to you permanently. So those of you that were soul, a fragment of one form of essence, or will now be source, you'll have all the different fields of essence inside you, plus other frequencies that have never existed, never taken physical form anywhere. They've existed, but never had any physical form. So, excuse me. Okay, now let's get down to it's just a couple butt heads, but I feel and see other ones out there. The people that go wherever they can to try and leave a comment over here, this channel, that channel, not since I started doing this in 2014, has, a couple people I knew said, Jay, this person said that person said that, and I said, man, I don't care. Don't waste my time with that crap. It's totally unimportant. So since, as to the best of my knowledge, 2014, that was it. Since then, no one's ever got a hold of me to say, someone said this or someone that said that. There's no need to. I see and feel everything. The source field, it's a part of me. I pull my own energy and spirit outside of this body, just going right through the head, put it out and created the field after I finished killing the original first being male, because he supplied the field. You have to have a field out there, a source field, because when you start gathering up your energy in your body and you want to go to look at something with your pineal, with the solar plexus coming through the scanner, with your heart, there has to be a field of energy that takes those energies and moves them where they need to go. It's like a surfer starting to paddle, and all of a sudden a wave just forms behind them. Who was it? Greg Braden? That no, not Greg. Excuse me, Greg. David Wilcock. Wow. There's a mess. David Wilcock one time said that when someone went to astral project or remote view, whatever, and they cranked up their abilities, and all of a sudden there was more photons, more light energy in the room, and he went somewhere and was bringing the light from there over here. No bullshit. When you crank up your abilities, the field, as part of me, brings in the energy to help you do what you want to do. That's why there was more photons, more light energy, because literally the field part of me created it, created the increase in energy to help you do what you do. This is something that happens all day long. If I told any of you the full extent of what I am, from what I can understand while I'm stuck in a physical body, there's no way. There's no way. But once I've gone into your head and you feel me moving around, it's kind of weird. It's like, okay, and you feel your energy shells, and I don't tell you where to stop and everything, not unless I have to, just before we start, to help you feel it. I might, if you need it and you're having a hard time, I'll help you get located on it. That way you feel it. And then we start doing the DNAICUC, and then we'll stop once. Maybe we'll stop once or twice. Maybe wait till the end. I very seldom wait till the end unless someone's... I almost never do that unless someone already knows about it. They're moving things around now. Speaking of which, it's the field part of me. To compensate for my being here longer. He's talking about the ETs in this new country being built. Right now, Deanna's with her family in Spain. And they are all over Spain. This guy called Alex, that's his name is a little different than that, but he has a ship that's literally like 4.1 times the size of Spain. And he is literally just right over Spain right this moment. And he's trying to go into Deanna and everyone else's heads. And they've had like no sleep. Deanna's had like no sleep. In the last 36 hours. And a little before that. Okay. Now I should stop the video and go look back at it and see where the hell was I in a conversation. Something about the field. Anyway, those of you that, you know, want to spend the money just for something extra, don't do it. Okay? Unless there's another reason for it, I'm not going to accept the consultation. One or two might sneak by me. If they do, then if they do, they do. But just don't, you know, just don't go there. One person is sent in a form. I need to talk with him. These consultations, I'm going to tell you some important stuff. People have always said for years now, Jay, there's something wrong with my contract, my contract with God. Actually, it was the life that the original first being, male and female, decided you were going to have, whether you wanted it or not. You say you want to do this, they say, sure, no problem. You go in a body and then they just do whatever they want. You're loving God. Yeah, I got a book coming out about that. Gives you some plain, simple information and for you to look at your own life and make your own decision. They want to start now. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I had to leave a message for the family in Spain. And those of you who are my source family members, you're in Spain, relax and open up and talk with Alex. Anyway, all this stuff that's going on, everything I'm doing, this is to make things happen. This is for the betterment of everything on this planet. That's not a problem. I'll be destroying what is. Either taking them out of the body and helping to heal them, or taking them out of the body and putting them somewhere they can be by themselves until I feel I need to do something different, or just ripping them out of the body and destroying them. I'm going to delete a whole lot of stuff on this planet. Anyway, so back to the idiots I was talking about. There's just a few of them. People, you're the first scum that I'm going to get rid of when I'm out of the body. All this nasty stuff that you say, one person said something about you can suck a black person's, whatever, yada, yada. Really? Are you trying to harass or intimidate me? I put knives into my neck. I was perfectly sober. Put knives into my neck. And I was grabbing my carotid, trying to stab it, and I was being shut down so I couldn't for 5 hours. And you think that you can bother me? You're kidding. You're as much a threat or a problem or an issue to me as flatulence is to a tornado. Okay? What are you going to do? Come over here and kill me? Cool. I'm out right away. There are things that control everything in a body when they want to. My last life is Gandhi. The original first being male and female. They finally had someone come over, actually 2 guys. The one guy that got in front of me with a handgun, and then a guy with a long rifle that was farther off. So anyway, and that's how I get out of the body. So fear, no thanks. I have no use for it. I don't have hope. I'm just a thing of action. I'm like Stone Mountain here in Atlanta. A piece of granite that literally a nuke won't even hurt it. So, and there goes that woodpecker just starting to come up, and that's being done to tell me to hurry up and get off this video before it gets too long again. Anyway, and as far as, I've always said that, the Black Lives Matter is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. The organization, of course, people that are in black skin, that have black skin for this life, they matter. Everyone matters. All lives matter. For someone to say that Black Lives Matter, but all lives don't matter, they're full of shit. And they're not compassionate. And as soon as I'm out of this body, y'all's ass is deleted, destroyed. Period. What are you going to do? Lock me up for saying that? Lock me up for doing it? Good luck. Maybe you might have a handful of ashes, but I doubt that. I have places for my ashes. So, I've had 220,000 lives on this planet. Exactly. This is my 220,000th. I've had over 1,000 times, well over 1,000 times more lives in a black skinned body than anyone else that's ever existed, that exists other than me. So, you think you're going to tell me something about what it's like to have a black life? No, I don't think so. So, the BLM, Black Lives Matter, the group, the organization, is a Marxist group. And George Soros and the rest of them are, the putrid little pukes that he deals with. The Great Reset, they're all gonna really suffer. I'm gonna put them through hell before they die. Jeff Bezos or the rest of them, same thing. So, and the ones I really don't like, they're gonna really suffer. They're so tired and want to die right now. Pelosi, Biden, so many others. Was it Schumacher? Schumann, Schmuckface? Y'all, you're gonna want to die so bad and you won't be able to. I'm not gonna let you. I'm going to torture you while you're in the body. What you've done to other people, you're going to pay for at least 10 times. And Georgie Soros, I have something special for you. So, and that's all of this isn't until I get out of the body. So, if this video gets taken down off of YouTube, it doesn't matter. It's going up on Odyssey. So, no one's taking this away. When I get out of my body, I'm going to go into everyone that's compassionate, and I'm going to just show you the simple truth. Can I control everything in a body and every planet? Yes, sure can. By myself. Once I'm, free of this body, not now. And I'm getting close. So anyway, those of you that we're having consults, we're going to have a blast. They're fun. I understand I'm not quite as jovial and lively as I used to be, but it'll still be a lot of fun. A moment like this, for what's happening, should be a moment of celebration. And I will teach you, I will show you who you really are, where your energy fields are. And then, as I put my energy in it, oh, wow. Excuse me. His heart and the arteries going in there, everything's all stopped up. Anyway, and what I put into you does change you forever, but especially in this life. And if you're young and having children, especially if both of you have been cranked up, that's a hell of a thing to leave your family. I don't know what greater gift you could give those that you love is to change who they actually are. All I've wanted to do since the very first life was to be strong enough to be able to take on everything in creation and beat it if I had to. I don't mean to actually do it. I mean to be able to. So I could guarantee that nothing will be able to stop me. All I've ever wanted to do is fix things so everybody could have nice lives. If somebody was running, if the alpha male and female in creation were running lives right now, not like the original first being was, both halves, male and female. But if something really cared about you and you're in a body having a life, you'd be having a life with your better half, your spirit mate, your actual spirit mate, the one that actually completes you. There's only 2 of those on this planet. How many billions of people are there? 7 what? So, you will find out soon what's going on. And there's a lot of people out there saying the wrong stuff and they don't know because they're misled. And some of you have spirit hanging around telling you that, telling you the wrong and giving you the wrong information. There's spirit on the other side trying to run lives. They know in their own mind, they know the best thing they can do for you because they care about you is to make sure they abuse the crap out of you in your body so that you get stronger when you come out. So that's the other side was made sick. Another consult. I thought it might be Deanna. Anyway, it's going to be a party. There's only a few people that watch my videos just to leave me a thumbs down. They think they're doing something. They can't do nothing. They are nothing. They're a remnant of the past. They're negative, and they're living on borrowed time. And as soon as I'm gone, they don't exist. They're destroyed. They're dead. So, and when I leave and I start doing all this, people are going to start freaking out. And you all are going to know what's going on. And I've left all this information. You can tell them, you can show them, you can help them understand. And then creation will move forward. The only people ever having lives right now in physical bodies, but soon in energetic bodies, the only ones having lives are going to be those of compassion. The rest of them don't need to grow. As long as they're not abusing anything, they have the right to live forever. And I'll protect them forever. But the ones that are aggressive and abusive, I'm just going to kill every last one of them. Just delete them. So, were you out of your body, you know who I am. Unfortunately, the one word I'm known by more than anything else is destroyer. So, I'm looking forward to changing that around a creator. All of you can create things. All of you are so incredibly gifted, powerful. The abilities you have are unreal. And you don't even know who you are because it was made to be that way. Again, that's the power of these books. It tells you what's real. And now that there's no angels going through your upper crown, down through your middle crown, through your lower crown, right into your hypothalamus gland, now that that's not going on, there's no one to control you to make you think that, you have an all-loving God. All right, well, look, that's enough of this one. So anyway, it's going to be a little while before we send out the invoices. I can't guarantee a 3-person consultation, but I believe it's probably going to happen. So those of you that are interested, and it might behoove you to have 3 people in there instead of just 1, it'll save you, 40%. It's not cheap, but what you get out of it, like I said, it's priceless. Just use it. If not, 20+ to 25% of what I put in you changes who you are forever. But you have this, use it. Go out in public, look at people, see them, feel them. Go talk to someone that you can trust, that's a metaphysical practitioner. They'll call themselves psychics. But when I go into you, when you find your energy levels and I go into you and make you stronger, you're going to know. You have 0 doubt. You know for yourself. And it's not because someone's going in your head and controlling you, telling you. When I'm in a body, I can't do that. I can't run you. No more than I could fully control myself when I was trying to get out of here. So. And you're going to meet some nuts along the way, really nasty, arrogant people, yada, 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 Just tell them to get screwed. The far left, communist, idiots, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, these people are all fools. They're negative, aggressive for the most, well, all of them are negative, aggressive, but most all of them are going to be deleted permanently. Folks, love you. Take care. And I hope you have a kick-butt day. Hang in there.